Quack, quack. Hey, welcome back to Class Culture. Happy 4th of July. In about 30 minutes or so, we're going to go out and watch the fireworks. I'm very close to where they are displayed. You can even see them from certain angles. You don't have to be out on the waterfront. So I hope everyone is having a good time. I hope you have plans for this weekend, because I do. I totally relaxed and chilled. It's sort of kind of my year off from holidaying. But as far as visiting, going places, I've been doing this since the kids been alive. One year I would cook Thanksgiving. The next year we would go to a restaurant, that type of thing. Give yourself a break, rest. You can celebrate in your own home. You know, if you want to walk down the street and see the neighbor put on their firework display, you can. There are no rules to happiness and joy. You just get to decide what you're going to do. And that's what we had did. So happy Alice in Wonderland Day. It's so funny because my story times, which are on members only. Yes, join, enjoy, go back in time and hear what I had to say, because I'm so happy. I have my channel and I've done the things that I've recorded on here, and it's quite good listening. It is evergreen content, and I'm okay with that. I'm just not in a rat race to outdo other human beings. That's not why I'm here. I don't have to do that. I could just sit and read books. I could just do a marathon in the next 10 years. How many books can I read? I can do whatever I want to do, And I remember, there I go again. I shouldn't drink right before I get on here. You know how you wet your palate with water. But anyway, when I first came on YouTube, hearts, right? If you know, you know. And it's still over there on Twitter. Shout out to Malcolm X. My cosplay, my flamingo. Now let's put it all together. And I'm not going to get choked up, but I miss Mama Janet because she got it and we had fun with it. And it was supposed to be celebratory and playful and comical. Well, in real life it is, but I find a lot of content creators are struggling making content. And then while they're making content, they're trying to be bigger and better than someone else. Life doesn't happen that way. That's not real. That's not 100. And I'm comfortable next to the King of England. You know what I mean? It is what it is. There is no comparison. They wouldn't want me in the family. Okay, shout out to Megan, because I would change everything. They're miserable. I don't want to be miserable. I understand why that uncle had gave up his crown, married the love of his life, and moved to the Bahamas. Doesn't that sound better? It sounds better to me, but anyway, I digress. Talking about Alice. Now, I've known the meaning and the imagery and the icons and the mythology of everything I talk about, because I just do. I'm at that big age where everything I've put in my brain up to this point matters, and it's fabulous. It's like swimming in happy. Aha. I got this. I don't have to figure nothing out. If I want to figure something out, I go get the information and the knowledge, and it sticks to my brain. And I have found myself, Hearts, surrounded by people who can't do that. Okay, I'm trying to be nice. And it's going to be quite interesting, especially when I retire, when we do anything, you know, because I was never one to sit and coddle. I don't enable. And once I tell somebody something, and 3 years later, 1 month later, 3 days later, they figure out that what I was telling them was correct, and now they got egg on their face and they can't even cook. They don't even want to look my way. And that's okay. That's the point. I'm going to give you the right on this day. I'm going to give you the real on this day. I'm even going to tell you, I have no idea sometime. But what you're not going to do is be able to go back in time and say, you know what, you had that wrong. No, why would I participate in something that I know I have no clue? I'm not even going to show up. No, I don't know how to play cricket, but I'm going to go over here and play some flag football. I can't climb mountains, but I can do some track and field. You know what I mean? Everybody should know their limitations, right? Be a fan or be the focus. One or the other. You can't be both. YouTube is changing, and I'm glad I was able to ride the wave. Now let's talk about Alice for a minute. I've always been fascinated with that. I'll probably read it again because I enjoy that part of me. I enjoy this podcast. I enjoy this, what I'm doing right now in this moment in time, because 5 years ago, I can go back to a video and listen. It was like, oh, I was having a good time, still am. So when you add on to joy and you add on the good and happy and glad, it's so big and I don't know. It's an invisible force that they can't explain. I'm not explaining nothing, answering questions. I'm gonna let people explain it. And sometimes they can't explain it. Only their small little mind can lie on it. If it's a lie, we already won, right? I love Alice. I love the old version. I love the book version. I love the Hollywood version. I love the Disney version. I love all of it. Sometimes I go, they took that a little bit too far. I think everybody should remake movies with really hideous looking people. Shout out to the Twilight Zone. Regular looking people so people can focus on the message. Close your eyes and listen to a show or what someone is saying. It's a whole different experience, right? Now, Alice in Wonderland, we're going to nutshell it because, we got somewhere to go and you know how to find stuff out. Do your own research. We used to say that a lot too. Come back and tell me if I was wrong. Is basically sort of like when you're ending childhood and entering adolescence. When you're in the care of parents, but you're off on your own and something happens and you have to figure it out. I know what adults are and I'm on my way there. And sometimes I can do things that they can do. You're discovering, you know. Remember when you had chores? And, my mom would come and say, well, you're really good at that. Yeah, because you've learned from her or someone else or TV or the internet or a tutorial. We're humans. We can figure things out. We can mimic. We can learn. But sometimes you go, I'm not good at that. So you either get a partner or a friend to help you get there and go somewhere. and accomplish or support or help each other out spiritually, emotionally, mentally. If you're the only person always figuring stuff out, something's not right. I don't even know how many times you didn't hear me bubble. Sorry. I'm not re-recording. Right? That's what I like about these. Shout out to the duck. Yeah, we ducking all month long. We ducking that bill. We people out here with the duck in the corner, and when I throw my money at StreamYard again, it's gonna be okay. But I'm like, you know what? We gonna duck, quack, quack like everybody else. Why? I could spend that $44 on Bath and Body Works. The sale is fire. Anyway, focus on Alice because I kind of want Disney, and there are other shows, but I want them to do it in the animation form. I was having this conversation with someone in the industry, and they were like, I see what you're saying. I don't want the AI. I don't want a famous actress playing the role. Just cartoon it and take it back to where we left off with Alice and start there. It can even look the same. Sketch it, right? With no color, right? Because I want to know what happened in her adulthood, right? Because the good thing about Gigi Darling is she came on here cosplaying. She came on here being 100. She came on here being herself. Somebody had went over to my Twitter and got mad because Gigi Darling had killed the flamingo. Remember, HUGz? I am a flamingo. And there you are in the avatar, Alice and her flamingo. So now it's like full circle. So I came to the table. I came in the room. I am a CEO in the company already. I don't, you have to hire an apprentice. You have to hire a supervisor. You have to hire a newbie. You have to open the door and give people a chance, 60-day, 30-day, or less probationary period. And you're not working. Okay. Shout out to the present. Because in the future and beyond, Ice G up. Yeah, everything is going to be premium. You're going to have to pay. I appreciate what's happening out there on YouTube, and I know people got to get their foot in and fit in, but all of that's behind me. I'm not working for free. I am modding for free. I ain't working for free. I want something in exchange. I'm going to demand. I'm going to ask for it. If I don't get it, I'm gone. I'm there. I can do it. I don't have to introduce myself. I love it when I come in a room and somebody says, they tell you who I am. I mean, they can lie if they want because that's their energy. And karma be sitting and waiting. Karma don't even wait for Gigi Darling no more. I wake up the next day and something happened. I said, oh, see, give it to God. Put it in the energy. So when Alice went down that rabbit hole, like Gigi Darling had went down, and she met all the lovely, imaginary, silly, nonsensical, weird. I did like Johnny Depp, though, his version. But anyway, when all of that happened in Alice in Wonderland, and please don't lie and tell me you never saw it, because you should have synced it by now. And you should know what it means. See, that's why I like doing this. So I can elevate. So I can bow up. So mentally and intellectually, they can feel see because they are. Okay. And that's what Alice said. She said, no, you ain't going to trick me. She went to the next character. No, you're not going to do that. And she went to the next character and the next challenge and the next figure it out. And the next, why am I going there? And the next, I need to do this. And the next, oh, I followed the directions, but you're not. Okay. And she was Baby, she was on top of it. I'm gonna watch it again, then I'm gonna read it again. I know I am. Okay. So it's basically when you're an adult and you can still play, it's okay. When you're an adult and you can still hobby out loud and proud, it's okay. When you're an adult and you know your culture and you know who you are and what you're good at and what you're not good at, it's okay. Okay. Because that whole scene when she's with the queen and they're playing croquet and she's got that flamingo, it just gives me my life. And when I forget, I don't know what the thing was. It doesn't matter, but I killed that flamingo, and it is what it is. And then I had some weirdo female, half my big age, couldn't get it, didn't understand what fun is. Fear for some people. What if it was Halloween? What I love a channel that all they do is talk about Halloween every day of the year. I'm like, good for you. Just like there are other channels that talk about gardening, you know, mowing a lawn, chickens, cats. I love that. They don't listen to anybody else. And I've earned that as a content creator. My stuff is way better and way above and more put together. And I don't care who's here or not. I know I appreciate and I love it when you are. That's it. That's all. I don't demand anything from nobody. I'm not putting any pressure on myself to do anything I haven't done already. We don't want to play the numbers game because none of y'all videos are at the 9K. I've already did that. That's on private. YouTube said no. That stuff is going on websites as we speak. Shout out to my team and my crew. And we are so ready, y'all. It's so exciting. Putting things in paperwork, working on it's too many things going on at once. People that's working with me are like, okay, well, I'm not gonna we're gonna stop there. I'm like, there's more there. They were like, yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. It's overload. But it's funness, newness, realness, meanness, G-ness. Okay. And it's gonna be okay. So we about to go and watch these fireworks. I hope you had a good day. If you didn't cook today, cook tomorrow. If you don't cook Saturday, cook Sunday. If you're off on Monday, do it Monday. Celebrate the 4th on the 15th. Do whatever you want to do. Be a beacon. Hopefully people half my age and older than me and the same age, if they don't know how to have fun, if they lost that child, if they don't have a spark, if they don't have comedy, if they don't have happy, if they're just angry, if they have addictions, if they on drugs, if they got issues, give it to God. Let them handle it. Don't try to figure out other stuff for them. I'm not a psychiatrist. When I was on lockdown, God bless this child, thank you, and my federal employment, I was getting unemployment. So I understood the desperation and the need and the hustle of the other people. I don't care if it bothers. Why should it bother them if a Black woman's got money? What is that? Is that an issue? What are we doing? Why am I raising my voice? Are we okay? It's 2025. It don't sound too good in current time. Shout out to the future and beyond. Now I heard, let's get off Alice for a minute, that new situation in DC that had happened today is not going to kick in until next year. So y'all have 12 months to figure it out. Because I know a lot of these content creators ain't got it like that. And I'm like, you were never supposed to use YouTube as I'm a quit and not work and beg all day. Right? Or I'm gonna quit my real work and sit on panels and mod for 7 hours for free all day. And then people are like, well, I'm tired. No, you're not. That's self-inflicted. If you're typing every day, all day, running from chat to chat, that's on you. Does YouTube have healthcare for content creators? No. Does YouTube have dental for content creators? No. Do YouTube have vacation plans? No. They don't even invite you to the company picnic unless you they be whip it good. They be whipping them, making them earn $100 so they could take your video and earn 5K. I'm like, no, ma'am. So y'all are the characters, those people that I just described, scamming and skimming, and somebody showed that how much they pay in memberships. I'm like, are they paying you back? Is it a wash, or are you paying to play? Oh, I see what's going on. You in too deep, and you acting like you okay, and you're not okay. When you're sitting next to a criminal, you're not okay. So if you're sitting next to a criminal, you're not okay, and I'm not in that space no more. Time to dip. Retreat is a form of battle, and I know I'm the only veteran in the room. I already know because nobody moves like I do. So nobody was moving in the story of Alice like Alice. It wasn't two Alices. Someone wasn't trying to take her place. Someone wasn't lying on her. They were just all playing their role. She figured it out. And it all, spoiler alert, it all turned out okay. But everybody needs lessons. Everybody learns. Let's just say you have a fishing hobby and you go to your favorite spot and you do everything you've always done, and it's a lovely day. You get there and 5 other people there. What you gonna do about it? So that's what I found, that people you go here, they go there. You go here, they go here. You did that, they do that. You said this, they said that. It's like, oh, I see. I'm the whole reason the whole relationship has started one time, because I dropped down in the chat and said something, and they got a question to me. Stop asking me questions, because now I can see you're not that smart. And I don't want to be around people who aren't smart. I don't want to be around people that don't act like Alice. I don't want to be around people that don't get the flamingo. I don't want to be around people that don't understand cosplay. I don't want to be around people that can't say, oh, you killed the flamingo over on your, oh, I get it now, over on your ex. See, it's full circle, right? And all I did was go and say, oh, what do I want to talk about in July? I'm like, oh, I do it every day. Hearts. I go to my little interwebs and I see it's sort of like a Webby where they tell you everything that's celebrated on that day, and I get to pick, and I'm like, oh, that's perfection. It's perfection. And I'm happy. And I love this version of podcast where I just come on and talk and let you know what it is. And my channel is about what? Me. And I'm scrubbing and I'm learning and I'm liking and I'm seeing and people losing their channels. And acting like they're better than you, and they got 15,000 subscribers and they can only pull 1,000 views on a video. I'm like, where are your other 14K people at? Huh? Yeah, we're beauty, no beef. Oh, see, they started already. I am like so close. I know y'all heard that. I know I'm not beef no more because my beef sector died in 2022. I can appreciate what a bunch of people are doing, but I don't want to participate. I was purging myself. I said that I'm not paying other people to do what I don't want them to do. And I know each and every character. See, that's another thing about Alice. She didn't know her characters. She met them, she dealt with them, she tossed them away and moved it right along. That's what I did. See, it's not my business what happened with somebody. Let's just say somebody I had a beef with. We tossed them out of class culture, right, Hearts? It's not my business what happens after that. I won the battle we were in. Okay? That's how I won. I won each and every battle I was in. It's not my business if other content creators are watching and go, oh, okay, you can come over here now. And I think to myself, are they paying you? Are you? I don't care, but I hope you understand you're being used and you are lower than let's just say, because I'm watching tennis, I'm getting my whole life. Wimbledon is killing it. TNT is killing it. Before that, the French Open killed it. The US Open is on the way. They're going to kill it. We're watching the Olympics again. I'm just a happy camper, just enjoying summer. Now, I will grab onto a couple storylines. I grabbed onto two today, and I enjoy them. It was cool because it was organic, and I could tell it was a real thing. When somebody goes to jail, that's a real thing. That's not like a play. So I can follow that storyline. And I'm always following our Rico 313. So he killing it over there. That's the little tiny bit of original, what used to be sort of kind of real beef. Whatever I can scrape, I do, but I'm not involved. So when I get a whiff or a sniff, somebody is going to try to make me content. You can't, it ain't working now. It's not going to work. Not without my permission. Not without my check. Not without my ice. No, I'm going to get something out of it. Or I'm going to make a move. That's what I got out of it. Alice made moves. I'm going to make a move. Now you know why I dressed up as the flamingo. It's right there on the thumbnail. You might be ignorant to the storyline. Go introduce yourself. I've always been that type of person. Sometimes I got to walk away from people in real life because we can conversate. People love being in conversations with the G. Okay? And I love having conversations. But what I'm not going to do is be taken advantage of. Once you play the game, Alice didn't go back, track, and replay it. Now, she might have came across some of the characters once or thrice, but she handled them. Boom, boom, boom. And they left behind, leftovers. Get back there. I already did that. That's insanity too, right? People doing the same thing, saying the same thing, looking the same, hitting the panels, threatening the same, snitching the same, lying the same. I give you $20, you give me $20. I give you $20, you give me $20. And then we beg from our support, I guess that's what you call them. I think people are I see what's happening. People are paying for the, let's just say, flow whether it's real or not, just because they're addicted. I get that. Well, let's just keep it going. Oh, it's entertainment. We don't care. But you know what? People are dying. People are getting diseases. People are not okay. People are living. Oh, here we go again. I am so close to this. Everything's about to jump off in like 6 minutes. So I'm going to sign off. I get what they're doing in the MERS. They're desperate to wake up and have what we had, but it's not there. I'm not hating on what they got. I'm just saying it's not what I want. It's not what I watch. It's not what I'm interested in. It's not where we came from. It will never be. Rico 313 posted a picture of him meeting people. I said, exactly. Y'all miss that, don't you? Yeah, y'all miss the authentic beef sector. Oh, not the bigums no more. You down in the chat telling people to give money to somebody else's cash app. Are you okay? You gonna pay me? Or you gonna give me something? Are you gonna share every video I do? No, ma'am. No, sir. And that's what Alice has said. Now, this is my version of saying it. She was like, I gotta get out of here. I don't belong here. I've done this, and this, and all y'all crazy characters, your chaotic nonsense, your silly games are not right. And I know better. It's really enjoyable when you really think about it. So again, it's all metaphoric, you know. It's sort of kind of talking about, you know, the chaos of being young and the chaos of being, you know, an adolescent, the chaos of using your own mind and the chaos of learning someone new and figuring out rules and going, what is this? This is not what I'm used to. And that's life. But please don't get stuck. Don't keep doing, don't have Gigi Darling check in on you and 6 months later you're doing the same thing. That is so not normal. Okay? So happy 4th. Happy Alice. Happy Wonderland. Happy cosplay. And happy flamingo. All right? Talk to y'all later. Please share the video. Share the video. Don't act like you don't know. And keep it 100. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.